Okay, my name is Steve Prater, and I'm the chairman today for the Committee on Parole for the Louisiana Department of Corrections. We are here in Baton Rouge at headquarters. To my left is Chuck Tillis, to my right is Carolyn Stapleton, and we're going to be hearing the case this morning of Leslie McGiz. Am I saying that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are at Concordia Parish Prison. The introductions, let me find out who is any staff in with you in the room with you?
Miss Hawkins.
Is she there? Would you introduce yourself, please, ma'am? Would staff introduce themselves?
Oh, Sergeant Hawkins.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you hosting us today. Ms. McGiz, the way we're going to handle this is we're going to hear from you. And you are Leslie McGiz, right?
Yes, sir.
What is your DLC number?
616023.
Okay, thank you. We're going to hear what you have to say about how you ended up there, what you did, what you've done since you've been in the facility locked up, and what you plan to do if you're released on parole. Then we're going to hear from the staff there to say what kind of person you've been as far as your behavior while you're there. Then we're going to hear from two folks that are in opposition to you being released. And so that's the way this is going to happen. So why don't you go ahead and start and tell us why you're there, what you've done since you've been there.
In a car accident, I think April 2nd of 2017, due to my drinking, a lady passed away, and I was arrested December 18th of 18. And since then, I've been taking classes, and I got into AA. I got into a lot more like substance abuse classes. Last year, I got approved to come to work release. So I've been in work release since, and I've been here. I've been at Subway where I work at for over a year now. And if I get to go home, I want to continue to AA and any more treatment that I can get.
Okay. All right. Why are you there? I didn't hear you say anything about that.
Vehicular homicide.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, with somebody from the facility in the last year, how's your conduct been?
Very good. She has no write-ups. She goes to work on time. They call her in to go to work. She shows up. We don't have any complaints here.
Okay, well, thank you for that input. Okay, we'll move on then to a couple of folks that are in opposition. Melissa Fritz, who is the victim's mother, the lady that died in the car crash. It's her mother. Are you on the Zoom with us? Okay, Melissa, are you unmuted?
Yes, I'm unmuted.
Okay, would you tell us what you have to say about Miss McGill's parole request today?
I am completely against it, 100% against it. I don't feel like it's fair. I feel she should serve every bit of time. I see she has, she's wanting out. She feels like she's earned it or whatever. My point is this: she had 3 prior things, and if the judges had actually made her have accountability, then my daughter would still be here. It's her always getting leniency. My daughter's gone forever. She's wanting to cut it short because she wants her life back. My daughter's never coming back. The kids still cry for her to this day. They're doing great. They're doing good considering, but they still have breakdowns. They're still crying. She's never coming back. It wasn't just an accident. It was a choice, a conscious choice to drive, completely obliterated, regards for nobody's life, disengaging a breathalyzer thingy on her vehicle. At the court hearing, when my daughter, when she was sentenced, she was completely higher than a kite, no remorse whatsoever, and faking injuries. Like, it's just, the whole thing's a mess. No, I don't feel like she deserves it. We were told at the court hearing she was going to get maximum penalty with no chance of parole. I get like laws change when you go to prison and it's a third or whatever. I just feel like it's completely wrong, irresponsible, and someone else is going to end up dead. It's a good, easy way to talk what you want to talk when you want what you want. She didn't prove it any of those other times. 3 previous DUIs. I just pray that you guys think of that.
Okay, Melissa, thank you very much for your
You're
input.
welcome.
We're so sorry for the loss.
Thank you.
Okay, well, now we'll hear from the victim's sister, the lady's sister. And,
How do I unmute?
okay, Miss Sarah Cerruti.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Sarah, talk to us and tell us what you have to say about Miss McGinnis's parole request.
I don't agree with it whatsoever. I stand by my mom with what she said. You know, I was sitting in the room when we had to tell those 3 kids that their mom was not coming home and what had happened to her. These are 3 kids who depended on their mom and was so loving and needing of her. And to one day they wake up and their number one world of a person isn't there anymore, you know, and it wasn't her fault. As they're growing up and they have to go to school, and there's kids that are like, where are your parents? And these kids have to be reminded of that every day. You know, I don't think that that's fair at all. I don't think it's fair for, after, like my mother said, after 3 times, when is enough enough? When are your eyes going to be opened that this isn't just, it's not an accident, it's not a mistake. You knew what you were doing when you got behind that wheel. And now 3 kids, not just 3 kids, you know, a brother, a sister, a mother, a grandma, a father, they all lost somebody that day.
Okay. All right, Ms. Cerruti, I appreciate that insight and input, and we certainly will take that into consideration also. Ms. McGinnis, it's my turn to, this is my interview, and then my partner Cheryl will ask questions if they have any, and then we'll take a vote as far as your parole request. How long have you served in jail?
Been down, I think 7.5 years now.
Okay, and how many DWIs did you have over the course of your life?
3.
3?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought this was your 4th.
Oh, I probably didn't realize. I look at my rap sheet and that's how I know.
Okay, well, you're serving for 4th offense DWI is what you're serving for, but I notice as is usually the case on plea bargains, like you had at least two to second DWIs, but I'm just curious how many times that you have been arrested. Have you had any substance abuse treatment since you've been there?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
I have substance abuse. I took AA. I took like reentry, all that.
I don't know that that's addressed the substance abuse problem I'm talking about. I'm talking about extensive, because you got a substance abuse problem. Do you realize that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what is your preference? Alcohol, it appears?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so you started going to AA. When did you start that?
I was at Jetson.
Okay. All right.
They don't have it here.
And when is your good time date? When are you getting out no matter what we do about it?
July 28th, 2026.
Okay, so you got 1 year, 12 more months to serve, no matter what we decide today. Okay, I think I'm ready to vote.
I am.
Any question? You can ask your question.
Do you want it on the record what the DA and the sheriff had to say about this? Yeah, okay.
Actually, it's in the record what they said. Okay, I'm the one that votes. You need 3 votes. My vote is to deny today because of the victim opposition, because it's still bottom. You've only served really for the sentence that you got, you're not serving many years. So I think 12 more months is gonna be okay. And I can't emphasize to you enough the need for some real treatment, some in-house treatment, substance abuse treatment. That's my vote.
My vote also is to deny.
My vote is denied. The reasons are you showed deliberate indifference towards public safety when you drove like you did drunk. Number two, you have an extensive history concerning DWIs. This is your fourth for sure. You've only served a 7 years of a 25-year sentence, and there's opposition by the victims, the DA, and the sheriff.
Okay, your parole request has been unanimously denied today. Keep doing what you're doing. I could see that you had a lot of remorse when the others were talking, you began to cry and all that, but you didn't say anything about that when we
I wrote a letter.
in it. So have you had any victim awareness classes?
I'm sorry.
Have you had any victim awareness classes?
I think so. I think I had one.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see about, maybe you can get that address there, talk to the facility. But anyway, your parole as of 10:02 this morning has been denied, end of hearing. And that's the end of our cases for today. So we'll be signing off from the Department of Corrections.